Hello and welcome to this O&DR Modurol video, LED Center Console, much brighter. This is video 159 in our series of XK8 videos, and this video we've put together for those people who want to brighten up their backlight bulbs, and yes, you can use LEDs. I've broken this video down into four sections. First is the bulb sizes, secondly the bulb colours, and which ones to buy, a bit of a shopping list if you would. Section 3 then, how to make the assembly of them a bit easier. Obviously the LEDs need to be fitted the correct way, the polarity has to be sorted, so I can show you how to do that. And then section 4, the results of my experimentation with green LEDs. And this video is put together with lots of top tips of where I've gone wrong, so hopefully if you do want to try it, you can avoid those. Okay, I'm not going to show you, what I'm not going to show you is how to actually take the center console out, access the bulbs and physically change them. If you want to see that, I've already covered that in video 158. There should be a link in the top right hand corner if you want to take a look at that first before going into the details of the LEDs. Okay, the bulb sizes. In the center console, the switch pack bulbs are 2-part numbers. But the bulb, basically the bulb sizes are identical, but obviously it's just the differences are one is a blue backlight and one's a white. The center console aircon bulbs are similar. They've got the blue backlit bulb we used in the switch console, but they've also got two other part numbers, a green and a blue backlit one, which are slightly smaller in diameter. Now, when you look for LED bulbs, you look on the internet, there are actually 3 types used for dash illumination, automotive. There's T3, which has an 8mm base, a T4.2 with a 10mm base, and a T4.7 with a 12mm base. And a lot of these bulbs are listed with the dimension of the base and the height. So when you look at the OEM bulbs, they're basically broken down into the larger one and the smaller one. The larger, the blue and the black clear bulb has a 10mm base, and the slightly smaller one has a base of 8.6. Obviously not quite the same as the T versions of the LED bulbs. When I ordered my LED bulbs originally, I ordered some 4.2 and some T3s. But the T3 bulbs actually located, but they felt very, very loose. You can see on the circuit board there, I've highlighted you can see through the locations. And I wanted to understand why that was the case. So I actually measured the OEM bulbs' location diameters, and I found the larger bulbs had a 5.5mm diameter, but also the smaller base bulb had exactly the same 5.5 diameter. So, the important dimensions for these LED bulbs are actually the location diameter, and if you don't already know, T4.7 is 8mm, T4.2 is 6mm, and T3 is 4.5mm. At least it was on the ones that I purchased. So, I actually measured the location diameters on the switch pack and the aircon. On the switch pack, the bulb location inner diameters were 6mm. On the aircon backlight bulb location, there was the larger diameters were the same, 6mm, and the smaller diameter bulbs actually had a 5.5mm diameter location. Now, on those, on the way these bulbs locate, there's only sort of half the diameter used for location. You can see sort of those 2/4 are the only bits that actually locate the bulb in. So I found the larger bulb, albeit it's only 0.5 of a millimeter larger, can't just squeeze in this location without any problem. So our top tip, if you're going to buy and try these LED bulbs, don't bother with T3. They're not satisfactory fitting. They do feel a bit loose. You might actually fall out, which is my worst nightmare. Just buy 4.2. They will fit in all the locations. Section 2 then, the bulb colours. As I said, if you're trying this, you're probably going to try green, red, white, whatever. So the main backlit bulbs needs to be the colour of your choice. But there are some bulbs that you need to keep. the standard color. In one case here is the hazard lights in your switch pack. The hazard lights needs to be the red or clear in order to maintain its red or clear. Well, the actual switch has red plastic, so it will illuminate red even with a white bulb. If we move then to the aircon backlight bulbs, the adjustment bulb, which actually shows that it illuminates the two arrows, the green and the red, up and down arrows for the temperature, they share the same bulb. So that one needs to be white. I have tried a red one, but both bulbs obviously light up red. The back of the switches do have a bit of a tint of the actual colour you want, but you need the base colour to be white. All the other bulbs, as I say, you pick the LED colour of your choice, because that's what it's going to come from the backlight. Now, similarly, if you do just want to try white, the bulbs will actually, the actual switches themselves have a slight blue tinge to them, so they'll come a bluey white. Okay, so if you want to do this, you need an LED shopping list, something like this. So 4.2 green, you're going to need 3 for the switches, or 5 if you've got heated seats. And for the aircon unit, you're going to need 6 plus 3. The 3 I've listed, those are the bigger ones. The 6 is actually ones that are the smaller diameter. So total is 12 or 15 if you've got heated seats. T4.2, you're going to need a white bulb, one of those, and also potentially a T4.2 red for the hazard light. But you could possibly get away with a white one with that. So altogether, you're going to need 14 brackets, 16 with heated seat bulbs. Hopefully that makes sense. The estimated cost, the cost of buying these, obviously you're going to need, they're listed in lots of 5 and 10s. You can buy them singly, I believe, but I bought them in packets of 5s from Auto LEDs UK on eBay. I bought 15 green ones, 5 white and 5 red, and that came to £26.25 with postage. There was some bulk postage discount, but if you bought it piecemeal, it would cost you roughly £26 to do this. There are obviously cheaper bulbs out there. What the bulbs used for the dials are completely different. If you're interested in changing those to match, please take a look at video 125. There should be a link in the top right hand corner for that. The only unfortunate, if you stray away from the white or blue or green, you're going to be parts of the car, i.e. the J-gate, the radio, etc., won't have the same colour because they'll have the standard greeny blue colour. If you want to change those LEDs to match, say you want to go for blue or some other, red or some other bright colour, you're going to have to solder those bulbs onto these the circuit boards. So it's a bit harder to do, to be honest. So if you stick with white or green, it's fairly easy. It's just taking bulbs out and putting new bulbs in. Completely reversible, easily reversible. Okay, so if you've chosen to do this, you need to understand the fitment polarity to make life easier for you. What I did, I used an old 12-volt battery, or you can use a 9-volt battery, to test and mark the bulb polarity or the positive. I used a bit of Tipex or white paint, so I found which was the positive end of the terminal on the LED, and I marked that with white Tipex or white paint. And the location of the positive terminals on your back of your units are as seen. So on the top there you see the switch pack. All the positive is on the bottom rail of the switches. On the actual aircon unit, it is again on the bottom for the bottom bulbs, and it's on the top bulbs. You see the arrow pointing the way. So it's as if the positive rail goes all the way around the outside of the aircon unit, with the exception of those 2 bulbs in the right hand side there, and they actually are the bottom as well, so it's a bit of an odd one, that. So if you fit these bulbs in that orientation, they're going to work straight off, and it is a bit of a pain to take it out and put it back in if you're just guessing. Obviously you've got a lot of bulbs and you've got a lot of chances to get it wrong, so hopefully, top tip, that's the positive, the location of the positives on both of those circuit boards. Okay, so you've done all that. Here's my green result, give you an idea. So this is the LED, the center console with the green LED bulbs in there. It looks quite bright. I'm not quite sure whether the heat readout, maybe I need to tone that down, possibly go for standard bulbs in there, but happy with the switches. The only problem was when the hazard light actually gets washed out. I have got a red LED bulb shown here, and the red triangle or the little triangle gets washed out by the brightness of the bulb. So I might go back in there and retrofit the standard bulb to try and avoid that being washed away. If you're buying a red LED bulb as well. So this is the whole thing coordinated with my green dash bulbs and the green center console bulbs. I think it sort of works. Obviously it's not completely standard, but it's not completely off the wall. If you're interested in changing your instrument panel bulbs, there is a video how to change those. It's not particularly about LED bulbs, it's just particularly if you've got a bulb out, I'll show you how to take them out. That's video 124. Okay, so lastly, does the dimmer function still work with LEDs? Sort of is the answer, sort of. When in the center console, it doesn't come out that well in the video. You can see it slightly, there you go, that's dimmed, that's bright. You can see a lot more clearer on the dials. So that's bright and that's dim. It does actually, the dimmer function does work, but the extremes are much closer together. What is bright and what is not bright are not as distinct as they are with normal bulbs. Okay, there you go. If you're going to fit LED bulbs in your center console, hopefully this video will save you making lots of mistakes I did. If you like the video, please press the thumbs up and please like, comment, share and subscribe for more XK8 videos.